grab a block if you need it. We're not specifically going to use a block, but if you like to have one, then grab one. And then we're going to start in a cross-legged position. If you would like to sit yourself up on your block and come into a cross-legged position, or if you would like to sit on your heels or put a block underneath your seat and sit on your knees that way, then you can. However you want to sit, you're going to come to your comfortable seated position. Start by turning your palms down onto your knees. Oh dear. This is going to be fun. All right. You're going to close down through your eyes. Bring your palms down to your knees. Take a nice deep inhale. Draw your shoulders up to the ears. And then a big open mouth exhale. Let it go. One more like that. Inhale through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth. Start to breathe in and out through the nose. Ujjayi if it's in your practice. And take a couple of breaths here to settle into your space. Settle into your mat. Take a check-in with your body. How are you feeling today? What are your energy levels like? And then before we start, just take a moment of gratitude for yourself, for showing up, for being strong, for being here. And a moment of gratitude for your body and all the amazing things it does to you every single day without you even thinking about it. Take one more breath here. You can open the eyes or you can keep them closed. As you inhale, you're going to sweep the arms up and overhead. Ground down through the left sit bone. As you exhale, the right hand comes to the floor. The left arm opens up. As you inhale, turn the chest up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, you're going to rotate down towards the floor. Inhale, open up. And then as you exhale, rotate down. Try and keep your left sit bone on the ground. Inhale, open up. Exhale, rotate down. I'm going to take two more here. And then as you inhale, come back through center. And then as you exhale, left hand finds the floor, right arm reaches up and over, ground down through the right sit bone. Inhale, reach the fingers long, open the chest. And then as you exhale, just rotate yourself down towards the floor. Inhale, open up. Exhale, rotate down. So think of moving your sternum up towards the sky and then down towards the floor. It's not a huge movement, but you really want to try and get that rotation in the rib cage. We've got one more here. On your next inhale, come up through center. Keep your hands above your head. You're going to take your feet out in front of you into a boat pose. If you're on a block, you'll obviously have to move that away. And then you're going to cross the opposite shin in front. So whatever ankle feels really weird to cross your legs, you're going to come that way. Inhale, sweep those arms up and overhead. And then as you exhale, left hand will find the right knee, right hand will come behind you for a twist. Inhale, come up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, twist a little deeper. Ground down through the right sit bone, move the right rib cage towards the back of the mat. One more breath here. And then as you inhale, come back up through center, sweep the arms. And then as you exhale, change sides. Right hand finds the left knee, left hand behind. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, ground down through the left sit bone as you draw the left rib cage towards the back of the mat. One more breath here. And then you're going to unwind yourself through center. We're going to come back into that boat pose. So you can take the hands up and overhead, or you can reach them out in front of you. From here, you're going to inhale, tap your right heel to the floor, and then exhale, bring it up to boat. Inhale, tap your left heel, exhale to boat. Inhale right, exhale boat, inhale left, exhale boat. We've got three more on each side. Keep sitting up nice and tall through the body, but relax the shoulders away from the ears. One more each side. Keep your boat pose. Hug your knees in towards the chest, and then with control, you're just going to roll yourself all the way down onto your back. From here, you're going to float your legs up to tabletop. So your knees are above your hips and your shins are parallel with the ground. If this bothers your hips, you're going to bring your feet down to the floor and you'll just alternate lift your legs. Take your left hand, press it into your right thigh, and then press your right thigh back into your left hand. Lower back and back of the ribs are on the floor, right hand to the sky. As you inhale, take the left leg and the right arm away from you, and then exhale, bring them back to center. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, back to center. So you're only lowering the arm and the leg as low as you can still feel the back of your rib cage and your lower back in contact with the floor. We'll do 2 more. Keep pressing the hand and the thigh into each other. Last one. And bring it back to center. We'll take it to the other side. Right hand presses into left thigh into right hand to the sky. As you inhale, take the right leg, left arm away. Exhale, bring them to center. Inhale, take it away. Exhale to center. Do 3 more here. And then draw your knees in towards your chest. Plant your feet down about hips distance apart. We're setting up for bridge pose. Hands can be by the side or above your head. Take an inhale. As you exhale, engage the glutes, engage the hamstrings, lift the hips up towards the sky. You're only coming up so far that you can still feel the back of your shoulders on the floor. So I don't want you to crunch in through your neck. You could stay here. Otherwise, we're going to take this into a march. So try and keep your pelvis stable. As you exhale, you'll float the right leg up into a tabletop position. Don't let the right side of your pelvis drop. And then as you inhale, bring it down. Exhale, float the left side. Inhale, set it down. So we're going to keep going nice and slow like this. If you want a little manual check, you can take your thumb to the bottom of your rib cage and your index finger to the top of your pelvis on each side. And that'll give you some feedback as to whether you're wobbling around a lot through your pelvis. We're going to do 3 more on each side. One more each side. And then you're going to bring it all the way down. Hug the knees in towards the chest once you're even on both sides. And we take a rock and roll all the way to seated at the top of the mat. If you want to take a few rock and rolls, you can do that. Otherwise, you can just take one and end up at the top of your mat. This dog is a hazard. And then you can either step, walk, or float yourself back into a tabletop position. Knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. As you inhale, cow belly breath, reach the sternum forward. And then as you exhale, press the floor away. Inhale, cow belly breath. Exhale into your cat. 3 more here. Come to a neutral spine. Tuck under the toes. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lift the knees to hover into your bear pose. You can do this next bit with your knees down, or you can stay in your bear pose. Take an inhale. As you exhale, see if you can tap the right hand to the left knee. Draw the right knee down a little bit. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, draw the left knee down as you tap the left hand to the right knee. Inhale to center. We're going to do 4 more on each side. Challenge yourself to go as slow as you can. So don't hurt yourself, but meet your edge. One more each side. Come back to your bear pose. Straighten out the knees, downward facing dog. Walk your feet back a little bit so you're in a longer dog, and then you can pedal out your feet, wiggle your hips, let your head go, shake it yes and no. And then you'll raise up onto the tippy toes. On your inhale, you're going to ripple forward into a plank pose. And then as you exhale, as if I'm pulling you from your hip creases, you're going to come straight back into that downward dog. Inhale, come forward into your plank. Exhale, lead with your hips all the way up and back, downward dog. 3 more like this. Last one, we're going to land in our high plank pose. You can drop your knees here if you need to. Wrists underneath the shoulders, whether you're on your knees or your toes. If you're on your feet, energy back through the heels. If you're on your knees are slightly behind your hips. Wherever you are, engage through your quads. Lift your hips up a little bit. Option to stay here. Otherwise, take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, you're going to float your right arm out to the right side of your mat, like a capital T. You can take your feet wider if you need. Inhale, bring it back down. Exhale, draw the left hip down slightly as you take the left arm out to the left. Inhale, bring it down. We've got 4 more on each side. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. 3 more each side. One more each side. And then send your hips all the way back and up. Downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale. And take a nice deep exhale. We're going to shift forward back into our plank pose, and then we're going to lower our knees down into our tabletop position. If your wrists are feeling a bit irritated, you can do this next bit down on your forearms. You could bring your forearms to the floor or to the block. We're going to bend the left knee. Take an inhale. As you exhale, sole of the left foot comes towards the sky for a donkey kick. Inhale, bring it back down. Exhale, donkey kick. So I want you to feel this from your glute and your hamstring. When you lift your leg, I don't want you to feel your belly drop towards the floor. We're going to do 4 more like this. We're going to hold it up in that donkey kick. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lift the right knee, tuck the left knee into the chest. And then as you inhale, set the right knee down, foot comes to the sky. We did this on the first day. Exhale, lift the knee, tuck the other knee, set the right knee down, inhale, donkey kick. Exhale, tuck in your plank. Inhale, donkey kick. We'll do 2 more like this. Last one. Come back into that donkey kick. Take an inhale. As you exhale, this time that left knee is going to see if it can tap the left elbow. And then as you exhale, straighten the left leg all the way behind you. Inhale, tap it to the elbow, little crunch in the side body. Exhale, bring it out. We've got just 3 more here, and then I'm going to give you the option to make this harder. Okay, you can stay here. Otherwise, as you crunch, you're going to lift that right knee into a plank. Keep it lifted as you come back into a single leg plank. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, take it back. So it's the exact same thing, except now we're in a plank. Wherever you are, we've got 3 more. And then wherever you are, we'll set it down into our tabletop position. Inhale, cow belly breath. Exhale, tuck and round. Come up onto the fingertips. Give some space to those wrists. Inhale, cow belly breath. One more time, exhale into your cat. Come up onto the fingertips. Set the palms down. Once again, feel free to lower the elbows if you want to. Bend the right knee. Take an inhale. As you exhale, donkey kick. Inhale, tap the knee. Exhale, donkey kick. Inhale, tap it down. We've got 6 more. Keep the leg up there. Take an inhale. Option to keep the left knee down. Otherwise, as you exhale, lift the left knee, tuck the right knee to the chest. Inhale, come into your donkey kick. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale into your donkey kick. 3 more. You're going to stay in your donkey kick with the left knee down. Take an inhale. As you exhale, right knee will come to right elbow. Inhale, send the leg long behind you. Exhale, little side body crunch. Inhale, bring it back behind you. We've got 3 more like this. Option to stay here, otherwise inhale. As you exhale, that left knee lifts. Keep it lift. Inhale, right leg to the back. Exhale, crunch. Inhale to the back. We've got 3 more wherever you are. And then set it down into your tabletop. You're going to walk your hands forward into your puppy pose. Oh God, it's a very, very noisy morning this morning. Okay, so you can hang out here if you need a little bit of a break. Otherwise, you're going to take your forearms down. You're going to start to walk your toes up towards your elbows, coming into your dolphin pose. You can bend your knees as much as you need to make this shape available. If dolphin is not feeling good, but you want something more than puppy pose, walk this back into a forearm plank. You can stay in your dolphin or your forearm plank. Otherwise, we're going to take those little tap movements. So you'll look forward. As you inhale, you'll shift forward. See if you can tap your nose. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, tap your nose. It doesn't have to tap. Exhale, bring it back. You can do a very similar movement from a forearm plank, except you won't tap your nose. You'll just shift forward and backwards. You're going to do 6 more. You can always do this from your knees. Keep working your elbows underneath your shoulders. They're going to want to come wide, so you might have to re-wiggle them. 4 more. Last one. Everybody walk yourself back to forearm plank just for a breath. And then lower your knees down, lower your thighs, lower your hips. Peel the sternum through the gateway of the arms, coming into your Sphinx pose. So this is a really active pose. I want you to draw your elbows back towards the back of the room. Press your pubic bone down and then reach your sternum towards cacahuate. Take 2 more breaths here. And then you're going to lower yourself all the way down onto the floor. Your forehead is going to face the mat. I'm just turning my head so you can hear me. You're going to interlace your fingers behind you. Your hands can stay resting on your sacrum if your shoulders are really tight. Take an inhale. Feet stay down. As you exhale, you're just going to peel the chest up off the mat. Think of pressing the pubic bone down into the floor. If you can, without rounding your shoulders, maybe the hands lift off the lower back and reach towards the back of the room. Back of the neck is long. Take 2 more breaths here. And then slowly lower it down. You're going to interlace your fingers 1 finger over, so the way that feels weird. This time, if it feels good in your lower back, we'll lift the legs. So take an inhale. As you exhale, start by peeling the chest off, collarbones wide. And then if you can, you're going to lift the legs up. So nice straight legs, engage through your glutes, spin the inner thighs up towards the sky. Draw your lower belly away from the floor. Take 3 more breaths. And then slowly release. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the elbows into the side, tuck under the toes, take an inhale. Knees can stay down. As you exhale, you're going to press either all the way to your plank or to your tabletop, and then shift it back, downward facing dog. As you inhale, we're going to shift forward. We're coming into our chaturanga and we're going to hold it. Yes, we're going to hold chaturanga. Lower your knees if you need to. You're going to shift forward. Lower down halfway. Shoulders no lower than the elbows. Engage your glutes. Engage your thighs. Elbows shoot to the back of the room. We're holding for 5. Lindsay, pick your hips up a bit. That's it. 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way to the floor. Nice work. that is no joke. You're going to peel up into your baby cobra. Inhale. And then as you exhale, roll it down. We'll take 3 more there. Inhale, peel up baby cobra. Exhale, bring it down. We've got 2 more. And then I have some wonderful news for you. We're going to do that in reverse. Oh, yes. So if you want to get strong in yoga, just hold chaturangas. Okay, remember your knees can be down. So what I don't want to see is I don't want to see your elbows straight and your hips down here. And I don't want to see your ass up in the sky and your chest down towards the floor. If you're on your knees, this is great. You're going to build a lot of strength. You can also just be here in a plank, and that's fine. Otherwise, we're going to be here. Okay, so hug those elbows in towards the side. Look down towards the floor. Engage your legs a lot. Tell yourself that you can. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, lift yourself up halfway. That's it. And we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't you hate it when fitness instructors count 1 all the way back up? And then downward facing dog. Good work. Look towards the top of your mat. Step, walk, or float. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. 1 more like that. Inhale, lengthen. Open mouth, exhale. Generous bend in the knees. Start to roll yourself all the way up to standing. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up and overhead. As you exhale, you're going to ground down through the left foot. Bring the right knee into the chest. Grab a hold of your shin. Take a couple of rolls with your ankle. We'll take you off your wrists for a moment. All right, take your hands to your hips. You're going to shoot your right leg out in front of you. So I don't want you to tilt your shoulders back. We're not water skiing. Bring your hips up over your shoulders up over your hips, even if your leg drops. If you can keep this and both hips are even and forward, you can bring your arms up and overhead. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, that right leg comes behind you. We hinge forward into a warrior 3. Inhale, come all the way back up to standing. Engage the right leg in front. And then as you exhale, come back into your warrior 3. You do 3 more like this. You take whatever hand variation you need and you tap your foot down as many times as you need. And then we come all the way to standing, right knee into the chest, and then we'll set it down. Take the hands to the hips, draw the left knee in towards the chest, grab a hold of your shin, give that ankle a little bit of love. And then bring your hands back to your hips, even off through your pelvis, send that left leg out in front of you, grow nice and tall through the spine. If you're happy here, you can reach your arms or you can keep them. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to hinge forward, warrior 3. Inhale, come back to standing, kick the left leg out in front. Exhale, warrior 3. We've got 3 more. And then set the left foot down. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, step, walk, or float to chaturanga. And then you can come to up dog, cobra, plank, whatever vinyasa you like today. If you're feeling jazzy and you want to add an extra chaturanga in there, you can do it. Look towards the top, step, walk, or float. I can just feel the enthusiasm radiating off you. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. We love chaturanga. Inhale, come all the way up. Yeah, they're coming. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take it through your vinyasa. Look to the top, step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Take it through your vinyasa. Look to the top, step, walk, or float. We'll do 3 more rounds. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, your vinyasa. Step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, your vinyasa. Step, walk, or float to the top. Last round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, your vinyasa. Take a nice deep inhale. Take a nice deep exhale. Shift forward into your plank pose. Remember, you can do this whole thing from your knees, or you can just hold your plank. We're going to start by tapping one foot out to each side of the mat. So you'll tap left, tap right, tap left, tap right. So find a little rhythm that works for you. You can stay right here. Otherwise, we're going to add that chaturanga. So you'll start to shift forward and you'll lower down for a count of 5, 4, keep those hips up, 3, 2, 1, pause at the bottom, press back up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back, downward facing dog. You will have the best triceps in the world. Look towards the top of the mat, step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit back, hold for 5 breaths. You guys know your alignment by now, so I won't insult your intelligence by explaining it again. Take one more breath like this. As you inhale, bring the hands down in line with the shoulders. As you exhale, bring the right knee into the chest. Take an inhale here. Keep both knees bent. As you exhale, you're just going to send that right leg behind you like a little donkey kick. And then inhale, you're going to draw it into the chest. You can bring your hands to your hips if you need a little bit more stability help. Inhale to the chest. Exhale into your donkey kick. We've just got 3 more. You're going to draw that right knee into the chest, cross it over the left, eagle legs, and then right arm comes underneath the left for eagle arms. If eagle arms doesn't work for you, press your forearms together. You can stay up nice and tall, bringing the elbows and the knees away from each other, or you can start to crawl down, you can start to curl down into a little ball. I'm sure that there's a proper name for this, but I don't know what it is. It's an eagle chilling out in its nest. What we're going to call it. Acuate tranquilo. Hey. From here, you're going to keep your eagle arms. You're going to come all the way to stand on that left leg. Take a nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to come forward into your warrior 3. You could stay here. If you need to release your hands for balance, do it. Otherwise, take an inhale. As you exhale, float that right leg just a little over to the right, the toes face down. Inhale, bring it back to midline. Exhale, float it to the right. Inhale, bring it to midline. We've just got 3 more. And then you're going to set that right foot down, unwind your arms, inhale into your chair pose. Exhale, bring the hands down in line with the shoulders. Take an inhale. As you exhale, left knee to chest. Keep both knees bent. As you exhale, that left leg kicks behind you. Inhale, bring it into the chest. Exhale, kick it back. Inhale, bring it into the chest. We've got 3 more. Left knee comes to the chest, cross it over the right leg for your eagle legs, and then left arm comes underneath the right for your eagle arms, or you're bringing your forearms together. As you inhale, you can stay nice and tall in your eagle, or you can start to curl yourself down so that the elbows and the knees meet. Take 3 more breaths wherever you're at. From here, you're going to come all the way to stand on your right leg, bring that left knee into the chest, and then pitch yourself forward into your warrior 3. Once again, feel free to stay here or bring the hands down for balance. Take an inhale. As you exhale, that left leg floats off to the side, toes face down. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, float it to the side. Inhale, bring it back. We've just got 3 more. And then set the left foot down next to the right. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. All of a sudden, plank pose is looking really nice. Inhale, come into a halfway lift. Exhale, step, walk, or float. Make your way through vinyasa or take it straight to your downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it through your hands. We're coming up to crescent lunge as you inhale. So the first round for you through, we'll hold it for a couple of breaths. Draw your right hip back. Lengthen through your lower back. Make sure you can see your right big toe. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, hands come to heart center. We're going to open out into warrior 2. So just pivot that left foot, step it a little bit wider. Bend nice and deep into your right knee. Take a peek down. Make sure you can see your right big toe. So you're thinking of drawing your right knee to the outside edge of your mat, engaging through your glutes. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, that right hand is either going to come forearm to thigh or to the inside of the right foot for your side angle pose. Left arm can reach straight to the sky, or you can reach it up and overhead to the front of your mat. Keep lengthening through both sides of your waist. Open your left rib cage to the sky. Send your tail to the back of the room. 3 more breaths. On your next inhale, you're going to turn to face the long end of your mat. So we're coming back into that star pose. Turn your toes to the corners of your mat. And then as you exhale, bend your knees, come into your goddess pose. Inhale, come into your star. Exhale, come into your goddess squat. We've got 3 more here. On your next inhale, you're going to come into your star. As you exhale, turn your toes to face each other, wide-legged forward fold. So you can hang out here. You could reach your hands forward so that you're kind of in like a long downward dog, or you could walk your hands towards the back of the mat. We're going to hang out here for a couple of breaths. So as we go along, if you've got a headstand, India, I'm looking at you, you can certainly add it here. And then from here, you're going to walk yourself back to center if you weren't there already. As you inhale, we're going to come up into our star. We're going to turn to face the back of the mat. We're coming into triangle pose. So left leg is straight. Lengthen your left arm forward. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, left hand comes down. Take one more breath here. You're going to start to bend the left knee, hop the left hand forward, lift the right leg. We're coming into half moon pose at the back of your mat. Yep, that's it. So Lindsay, see if you can turn your toes so they're parallel with the long end of your mat. It's going to make your life harder, but it'll be strength. We've got one more breath here. As you exhale, we're going to come all the way to standing on that left leg at the back of the mat. The right foot is going to find the inner left thigh, and we're going to come into our tree pose. And take a couple of breaths here, find your balance. If foot to thigh doesn't work for you, bring it to the ankle, or you can bring it to the floor. Hands can come to wherever is good for you. From here, you're going to take your right hand, reach around for the inside edge of your right ankle. If this doesn't feel good for your shoulder, you're going to reach for the outside edge of your right ankle. So your foot's behind you like a quad stretch. And we're going to come into dancer's pose. Yep, that's it. Yep, that's it. So now you're going to kick into your foot and reach that left hand halfway down the mat, coming into your dancer's pose. So remember, this is about the kick of the leg, the engagement of the glutes, and reaching your chest forward like you do in Sphinx pose, not just yanking your foot up to the sky with your hand. You're slowly going to release your right leg, come into your warrior three, just for a breath. And then as you exhale, hands find the floor, standing splits. On your next inhale, you're going to take a big hop to the back of the mat. And then you're going to make your way through a vinyasa. You're going to look to the top of the mat, step, walk, or float. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we're going to come into a chair pose. And then as we exhale, we're going to come into a balanced chair. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, balanced chair. We've got three more here. Come back into your chair pose. Take an inhale. As you exhale, the hands are going to come to heart center. Inhale here. As you exhale, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. That's it, twisted chair. You're going to hold here for a couple of breaths. From here, you're going to ground down into your right foot. Take a big step back with your left foot so you end up in a twisted lunge. If you need to bring your left hand down to the floor and your right hand up to the sky here instead, you can feel free to do that. Listen carefully. On your next inhale, you're going to turn towards your left. You're coming into your star pose. So turn to face the left side of your mat. Reach your arms up and overhead. And then as you exhale, just one time, come into your goddess squat. Inhale, come all the way to the top. As you exhale, you're going to pivot towards the front. Keep the front legs straight. And we're going to fold forward into our pyramid pose. I never remember what this is called. You can stay here. Otherwise, you can take your hand to the floor or to your block and reach that left arm up to the sky, coming into your twisted triangle or your twisted pyramid. One more breath. You're going to square your chest off towards the top of the mat. You're going to take your right hand forward on your block or on the floor. Hop your right leg up. So now we're kind of in a modified warrior 3. And then you're going to open that left arm to the sky, coming into your twisted half moon. You might not twist very much, and that's okay. You can keep your left hand on your lower back. So for me, that feels a lot better for me, but you take it to wherever is good for you. One more breath. And then as you exhale, forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, nothing fancy. Take it through a vinyasa or skip it. We'll meet in downward facing dog. And now we have to hope that I remember all of that on the second side. Inhale, you're going to sweep that left leg all the way up to the sky. And then as you exhale, step it through. We're coming up to crescent lunge as you inhale. Set up your alignment, settle in for 5 breaths. Take one more breath, and then hands come through heart center, open up into your warrior 2. Nice deep bend in through that left knee, set up your alignment here, 5 breaths. Take another inhale. As you exhale, either left forearm to thigh and reach that right arm up and overhead, or left hand down to the inner edge of your left foot for your side angle pose. On your next inhale, turn to face the long end of your mat, come up into your star. And then as you exhale, come into your goddess squat. Option to raise to the tippy toes as you inhale. And then exhale, come into your squat. We've got 3 more here. Inhale, come into your star. As you exhale, turn your toes to face each other, forward fold. You could stay here. If you wanted to play with a headstand from here, you could come into a tripod headstand. Hands will come under the shoulders. Crown of the head would come to the floor, and you could straddle your feet up. If anybody wants a spot, let me know. You can also basket the hands, hug the elbows in towards each other. Wherever you are, we're going to take 3 more breaths. That's it. Squeeze your butt, India. Nice. If you came into headstand, you're slowly going to split yourself down. Everybody's in their forward fold. As you inhale, come all the way back up to your star. Turn the toes to face to the right. We're coming into our triangle. Inhale, reach that right arm forward. And then as you exhale, right hand will find your block or your right shin. If your hand's on your shin, you're not pressing it back and hyperextending your knee. You're just resting it there. From here, you're going to start to bend that right knee. Take the right hand forward with or without your block. Lift the left leg, open your chest to the side, coming into your half moon pose. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, press down into the right foot. Come all the way to standing. Sole of the left foot finds the inner right thigh, the calf, or the ankle. Once you've got your balance, you can take your hands to wherever you want to take them. From here, your left hand is going to reach behind you. Your left foot is going to come behind you. Find the inner edge of your left foot. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, right hand comes halfway down the wall. Left leg kicks for dancer's pose. One more breath. Slowly release the left foot with control. Inhale into your warrior three. And then as you exhale, plant the hands. One big hop or several little ones will make our way to the back of the mat. With or without a vinyasa, you'll find your downward dog. Inhale, you'll sweep your left leg up to the sky. And then exhale, I feel like we did something different on the other side. That's okay. Step it through. Inhale, come into your crescent lunge. We did. As you exhale, you're going to step up into your chair pose. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, sweep the arms back. Balance chair. Inhale, chair. Exhale, balance chair. We'll take 3 more. Inhale into your chair. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, right elbow finds the outside edge of the left knee. It doesn't have to find the outside edge of the knee. You can also put your elbow in between both of your knees if the outside is too much of a twist. Take a peek down. Make sure your knees are even. Take 2 more breaths. Ground down through your left foot. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to step your right foot all the way to the back of the mat, coming into your twist. You can release your right hand and take your left hand up if that feels better for you. On your next inhale, you're going to turn towards the right, face the long end of your mat, come up into your star. And then as you exhale, just one time, come into your goddess. Inhale, come back up into your star. As you exhale, we're turning back towards the front of the mat, so the right foot is forward, left toes turn in, and you'll bring your chest forward into your pyramid pose. If it feels better for you to pop that back heel up and have both of your toes facing the front of the mat, you can do that. You can stay, or left hand can find a block. Right hand to the sacrum, start to open the right side of the chest to the sky, and then maybe that right arm comes up. Unwind yourself, bring your block with you if you're using it. You'll take that block to the front of the mat underneath the left shoulder. Left leg lifts for a modified warrior three. You can stay, otherwise start to twist towards the right. Maybe the right hand lifts to the sky, maybe it doesn't. And then you're slowly going to forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, make your way back through a vinyasa. All right, we're going to shift forward. We're going to find a plank pose. We're going to do one more of those funny chaturanga things. So know that you can stay here. Yes, you can. You guys are so much stronger than you think you are. So we're going to start with a little straight leg march. If you don't want to come into the chaturanga, you could stay here. You could be on your forearms, or you could bring your knees down and do an alternate kick back. Otherwise, you're going to keep this little march with your legs. You're going to start to shift forward. We're going to lower down for a count of 8, 7, 6. Yes, you can. 5. Pick your hips up. 4, 3, 2, 1. We come up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send your hips all the way up and back. Hardest thing you'll do today. Take a nice deep inhale and a nice deep exhale. Or at least I hope it's the hardest thing you'll do today. You're going to look towards the top of the mat. Step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, balance chair. Option to stay here. Otherwise, you can come all the way down onto the heels. You could stay here. Otherwise, arm balance for the day. If you want to take a crow pose, now would be the time to de-sweat yourself. Make your way to the middle of your mat. If you wanted to play with a crow to a headstand, you would come from your crow. So India, I'm probably mostly talking to you. You would come from your crow and then slowly lower the crown of your head and then come up from there. Do you want a spot, India, or you got it? Yes, nice, Kirsten. You. Yes, that's it. Slow, 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 slow. That's it. And now it's all the same. Hug your elbows in, squeeze your butt. Yes. Ninja. Yes, Christine. So now slowly lower your head down. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. It's all triceps. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it. So crown of the head, crown of the head. Yes, that's it. That's it. Okay, now bring your hips up over your shoulders. That's it. Now squeeze your butt. Yes, you got it. You got it. You got it. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your butt. Yes, 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 yes. You. Nice. Killed it. Beautiful work. Nice work. It's all you. All right. We'll make our way back to downward facing dog. We're going to flow one more time, and then we are nearly out of here. So make your way to downward dog. Inhale, sweep that right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, come into your crescent lunge. Exhale, come into your warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, come into your side angle pose. Inhale, turn to face the long end of the mat, star. Exhale, goddess squat. Inhale into your star. We're coming straight to triangle at the back of the mat as you exhale. Bend the front knee, take the left hand forward, inhale into your half moon pose. And then as you exhale, you're going to forward fold. We're going to come into a chair pose as you inhale. Balance chair as you exhale. Chair pose as you inhale. Hands to heart as you exhale. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, left elbow, right knee. Inhale, step the left leg back. Take an exhale here. On your next inhale, we're going to come all the way to star. As you exhale, turn to face the front of your mat. Left leg is straight, pyramid. As you inhale, left arm comes up for your twisted triangle. Exhale, hop that right hand forward, twisted half moon. Inhale. And then as you exhale, you'll forward fold. So it's going to be a bit modified because you're not using your block. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, crouch all the way down to the toes. Option for a crow pose here if you want it. Otherwise, you can just take it straight back to your downward dog and we'll do the other side. If you wanted to play with crow to chaturanga, you just shoot your legs back from there. Inhale, sweep that left leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Inhale into your crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale into your star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale into your star. Exhale, triangle pose to the back of the mat. Bend the right knee, right hand forward. Inhale, come into your half moon. And then as you exhale, forward fold to the back of the mat. Inhale into your chair pose. Exhale, balance chair. Inhale, chair. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale here. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Take an inhale. As you exhale, step that right leg to the back of the mat. Inhale, turn to the right, star pose. Exhale, goddess. Inhale into your star. Turn towards the right leg as you exhale. Your pyramid, the back heel can lift. Inhale, sweep that right arm up. Exhale, fold forward. Hop that left hand up on your next inhale. Open up into your twisted half moon. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come into your chair pose. We're going to do it one more time. Exhale, raise onto the heels. Sink down, option to come straight to downward dog. If you want to take a vinyasa or a crow pose along the way, go for it. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, triangle to the back. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, hop up, half moon. Inhale. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, balance chair. Inhale, chair. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale here. Exhale, left elbow to right knee. Take an inhale. As you exhale, step the left foot back. Inhale, turn to the left, star. As you exhale, turn to the front of the mat, pyramid pose. Inhale, sweep that left arm up. Exhale, fold it forward. Hop the right hand forward, right leg lifts. Inhale, twisted half moon. Exhale, forward fold. Last time through. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, raise onto the toes. Come all the way down to the heels. Stay, crow pose, vinyasa, wherever you want to go. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, triangle to the back. Take an inhale, start to bend the right knee. Exhale, come all the way up into your half moon. Take an inhale. As you exhale, forward fold to the back. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, balance chair. Inhale, chair. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale here. As you exhale, right elbow, left knee. Take an inhale. As you exhale, step the right foot back. Inhale, turn to the right, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale into your star. Exhale, turn to the top of your mat for your pyramid pose. As you inhale, open the right arm up. Exhale, forward fold. Hop the left hand forward. Inhale, twisted half moon. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Final time, make your way with or without a vinyasa to downward dog. And then look towards the top of your mat, step, walk, or float yourself through to a seat. You're just going to extend those legs out in front of you. Don't worry, all the hard stuff is done. Inhale, sweep those arms all the way up and overhead. And then as you exhale, fold forward any amount. So your knees can be really bent. You can hold your feet, your ankles, your knees, wherever you're at. And then you're slowly going to walk yourself in. A couple of options here. You could swing the left leg back and the right leg kind of parallel to the top of the mat, and come into your regular pigeon. You could stack the shins, coming into your double pigeon. You could come into your cow face pose, or you could come into that seated pigeon that we did the other day where you cross into a figure four. Any hip opener that is feeling good for you, you could also lie down onto your back and take a reclined pigeon. And then when you're ready, we're slowly going to make our way to the other side from whatever position you're in. And obviously, if you feel like you need to stay longer on one side, stay where you need to stay and move when you're ready. And then you're slowly going to make your way back to seated. We're going to take a twist. So you could either just come into a simple cross leg, or that right leg will come underneath. Your left leg will stamp over, try and ground down through your left hip. Left hand will come behind. Inhale, sweep the right arm up to the sky. And then that right elbow will either hook to the outside of your left knee, or you can kind of just give it a hug. Yep, that's it. And then twist that way. Yep, nice. Okay, now we've all got different legs in front, so I'm just going to give a slightly different instruction. You're going to plant your hands, so your top leg, you're going to plant your hands to the inside edge of that foot. And then you're going to turn to that direction, walk yourself around towards the back of your mat, swivel, 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 and then you should end up on the other side. And if you don't end up on the other side, then just make your way to the top of your mat and come to the other side. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes you end up facing the back of your mat, and that's okay. And then from here, you're slowly going to release this. We're going to take our final stretch of class. If you wanted to come down onto your back and take a happy baby or a wide straddle on your back, you could. Otherwise, you'll scoot yourself off the edge of your mat, take your legs nice and wide, toes turn up towards the sky, and you'll walk yourself forward any amount. So don't walk yourself forward to the point where your toes are collapsing in. I want you to keep your toes pointing up towards the sky the whole time. Nice active legs, nice long spine. You might fold an inch, or you might be able to pancake yourself to the floor. It doesn't really matter. And from here, you'll sit yourself up. You're just going to grab underneath your knees and give your legs a little bit of a shake all the way back to center. And then we'll slowly make our way onto our back, unless you want to finish in a seated position. If you want to finish in a seated position, you'll just come to a cross-legged position. Otherwise, you'll roll yourself down onto your back, draw your knees into your chest, make any other movements that you want to. If you want to use a block as a prop for your Shavasana, please take it. And when you're ready and you've made all the movements and wiggles that you need to make, you'll turn your palms up towards the sky, let your eyes fall closed, let go of any control of your breathing, and let yourself be supported on the earth in silence for a couple of minutes. When you're ready, you'll slowly start to bring some movement back into your body. Wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, taking any movements that feel good for you. Giving yourself a full body stretch, and when you're ready, slowly making your way up into a comfortable seated position. When you're ready, closing your eyes, bringing your hands together at the forehead. May you remind yourself to have gratitude for your body and all the amazing things that it does for you. Through your mouth, may you speak kindly to yourself. And to your heart, may you always remember that you are enough in all the ways that you are and all the ways that you are not. Namaste.